What is up, everyone, and welcome to episode 54 of the Party Chat podcast. As always, I am your host Squiggy, and this week I am only joined by Slazo.
Yay! I finally killed her off.
No, Laura is away on a business trip.
Oh,
that's what we got told. Business trip. Although you can say you killed her off, whichever one.
I mean, I can probably get away with it. I mean, I'm in Middlesbrough. She's in another stabby part of the country.
Yeah. You know people, she doesn't know people. We forget how it goes. So how are you anyway this week?
Not bad. It's been a bit calmer than it was last week.
Yeah.
Had been manic, but it's calming down now.
Well, that's good. That's good. So let's hope this podcast is just as good with just the two of us. This is the Party Chat podcast, and it is brought to you every Wednesday by Retro Remastered. You can find us on iTunes and all other podcasting services, and we post at 9 AM British time at retroremastered.com and on a Wednesday, and sometime on a Wednesday on YouTube whenever I go around to submitting that. But if YouTube wants to let us have these features to, set a time, then please get in touch. It'd be much appreciated. But until then, it relies on me remembering to press public. Sometimes I forget.
That's acceptable.
Yeah, I did forget.
Basically, go to our site if you want the latest news and podcasts on time.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I forgot this week, actually. It didn't go up till about 10:30. I kind of forgot a little bit, but it got there in the end. So.
I mean, I can forgive you, considering I'm the guy who went, I'm going to do this Art Evolve and Dead by Daylight article on time, and then a month later it finally shows up.
Yeah, but it got some good views. It even got put on Reddit and everything. So
thank you. If you're listening to this podcast, thank you. I don't know why you love that article, but thank you.
I enjoyed that article, actually. I think I read it. Did I read it?
I can't remember. I know you wanted to.
I think I read a bit of the Dead by Daylight bit, but I didn't read the Evolve because I've already played that. So anyway, let's move on to the news. It's been a slow news week this week. I think it's slow, but there's some big stuff.
It's less slow. There's a couple of very big things, and then that's it.
So we may as well start with the biggest thing. The Nintendo Switch has been revealed. We won't really go into much detail because we're going to talk about that a little bit later on. But yeah, Nintendo posted up a video. I think it was 3 PM UK time on Wednesday, was it?
Correct.
Showing off.
Somebody called 1 minute into the reveal, as I expected at work, because this has happened before.
I couldn't get on the Nintendo website at work. It just wouldn't work. But on Twitter,
I didn't even get it off the Nintendo website. I think Joe Merrick, who runs Cerebi, just tweeted it like within 10 seconds of it going live.
Yeah, that's how I found it. It was on Twitter. Someone tweeted it, and I thought, I'm just going to watch that then. And we won't talk any more about it, but we'll talk about that later on. That's our topic of the week spoiler.
We'll switch to a different topic.
Oh, I like it. So Red Dead Redemption 2 has been revealed. Last week we spoke about the fact that Rockstar changed their Twitter and website to red, basically the Red Dead sort of colour scheme. And then on, was it Monday? Did they announce the game?
Wait. We record on Sunday. So on Monday, it was, here's some dudes in the distance. Yeah. And then on Tuesday it was the game. And
then Thursday was the trailer. And all I want to say is I was right. I said Red Dead Redemption 2.
I can understand why they've called it that, but it's fucking stupid. This is the same logic that brought you the Nintendo Wii U.
Yeah, so. It's like I've not played it, but I know how it ends, and I know the main character dies at the end.
Spoilers.
So, look, it's 7 years old or something like that. But it's like why is it 2 when he's dead? I don't know anything else about him, but as far as I'm concerned, if he's dead, that's the end of it. Unless it's a prequel.
Or people don't really know Red Dead Revolver exists, so that's why they've done this.
Yeah, it's just I still don't get it. I'm interested to see what they do with it. I might end up playing Red Dead before this.
I'll tell you what they do with it. They don't put women in it. I know that much. Oh, why is this a thing, Rockstar?
I don't even what.
So basically, you know the prom rage, which has like the 7 people.
Yes,
they're all men.
Are they?
Yeah, every one of them's a guy.
I didn't even look that closely into it, but I'll take your word for it.
No, they're all guys, and everyone's like, great, Rockstar's pedigree showing up again. And like, I can understand it's the Wild West, but come on, guys, you can put one girl on there.
Yeah, you can put a cowgirl in there. Toy Story did.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, I don't. I mean, obviously not playing the original. What sort of happened in the original, which could happen, like continue on from that, if that makes sense, to make it like a sequel.
The same place, I guess. It could be in the same place, but 50 years or 20 years or something.
Yeah.
I honestly haven't played much of the story of the original, so...
Fair enough. Because I was thinking more maybe a bit like Metal Gear Solid 3 was the prequel. Maybe this could sort of like go back and maybe explore whoever you play, I don't even know his name, maybe explore a bit more of his sort of origins and everything like that.
Yeah, it could do. Like, there's a lot of ways they could go with it. I'm interested to see how it turns out, because I mean, if they're not careful, it's just going to be the same game again. So
yeah. I'm kind of disappointed in a way that they didn't just sort of announce the title and leave it at that. But then I suppose the trailer they sort of showed off, there wasn't really much to see there. And now I hope they go...
The trailer was literally just, here's some pretty shots of the Wild West.
Yeah, I kind of hope they go quiet now, maybe into the E3.
They will do.
And then show off, even like...
They've done what they needed to do. There's literally no need to talk about it at all until next year.
Yeah. Maybe a bit like the Fallout 4 one, where they showed it off at E3, some gameplay, and then that's all you sort of saw.
Yeah,
but then I don't even think...
It's coming out 2017, yeah?
Yeah, fall 2017.
Yeah, it just makes sense to, like, maybe some screenshots on the way to E3, and then just gameplay demo at E3.
Yeah.
Boom. Jobs are good.
Yeah. But what else was it? Oh yeah, so also PlayStation 4 players are going to get first access to the Red Dead 2 online content, apparently. There's a partnership between Sony and Rockstar. They're going to get first access to earn select online content, and they're going to announce more specifics at a later date.
I would love to poo-poo this, but I distinctly remember, like, co-oping. The nonsense co-op missions were some of the most fun I had in Red Dead. So, just fighting people in the woods for no reason. Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm down for some online co-op on Red Dead.
I will probably put this up. It's one of them. Actually, I'm just seeing the image now with all the cowboys. Yeah, I see what you mean. No females.
I mean, I'll probably pick it up, if only because it's like it'll be one of the big releases of the season.
Yeah, it's one of them.
And it'll be like, if you don't get this, you're a square, and I'm like, I don't want to be a square.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to kind of have to maybe play this one just to be able to talk about it next year.
Well, I think pretty sure you and Laura would both buy it regardless. I know a bunch of the other staff would buy it regardless.
Yeah, I mean,
because you all enjoyed the original. I
haven't played the original.
I thought you had.
No, I've not touched it.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, so for me, it's sort of my first Red Dead game.
Damn. Okay.
But obviously, I've played all the Grand Theft Auto games, so
you'll probably love it then, because you won't have had the same experience already.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm sort of debating whether to play the previous one or not, because it is backwards compatible on the Xbox, and it's also coming to PlayStation now, which means you can probably download it rent it for $5 or something.
Oh man.
Yeah, but it's a $5 compared. I think CEX are charging £20 for the Xbox 360 version.
Really?
Yeah, they put the price up as soon as it became backwards compatible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
Canny gits.
Yeah. Speaking of canny gits, Game in the UK are now charging if you want to demo PlayStation VR in store. A few of the stores have tweeted out saying, "Come try PlayStation VR." I think it was £5 for 10 minutes or £15 for 30 minutes. So it's not even, you don't even get a discount.
It's not like you don't save. Yeah, I was like, this isn't even saving.
I know. I was like, oh, at least you get a discount. But apparently as well, if you buy PlayStation VR after the demo, you get whatever you spend off.
Okay.
Which it's not as bad.
Makes it 1% more acceptable.
But then I still sort of thought, is it even legal?
I think, from what I've heard, they got permission from whoever, like Sony, I assume. Yeah. But presumably, they're not, like, none of the people who work in it would be happy about this, because what the fuck?
Well, I saw a tweet from Mike Bithell, who does Volume.
Yeah.
And he sort of tweeted out saying he doesn't think it's legal for them to do that. But
I'm pretty sure they would have cleared something to do this. I'm pretty sure.
But then I suppose some developers might have said no.
Well, yeah,
and that's why maybe you can only play certain games. I don't know the full specifics, but
that's the I don't plan on paying.
No, well, I've got one in the house, so I don't plan on playing it.
Yeah.
But it's just it's weird. I don't know. I don't like it at all. Especially when Sony
it's
were
weird
doing it for free.
I remember playing like back in the day when I was in like Woolworths, and it would be like, oh boy, pay us like £1 for 20 minutes of Pokemon Snap.
I'd do that.
Yeah, no, I was thinking I loved that back in the day. Ignore the part where it took me 10 minutes to figure out where the Z button was. But
you're one of them.
I hadn't used an N64 at the time. But so yeah, like that in my mind is fine. So I guess like scaling it up to hardware, when you look at it that way, it doesn't seem as shady. But the same, yeah, it's a weird one.
But then it begs the point. Well, can they not charge like for people to play on the PS4 then, as well? In theory.
I mean, yeah, but that's not the hot ticket item.
Yeah, no, but it's like it's the same sort of thing. Well, then next year when like Scorpio's out and stuff, will they be like, "Oh, do you want to see this new upgraded graphics for only £5? You can play
They
the
can't
Scorpio."
really charge you for that. You can just go, "No, I'm just going to look at it from here, mate."
Would you
Whereas
be
VR
surprised?
has to be
They'll probably put you in a little booth and everything. So, but then with the
Well, I
VR
mean,
thing, if
they
you're
did
going to
have
pay,
like, I think it was PS4 or Xbox One last year, where it was like, if you want to play this game before it comes out, you're doing these special days, but it's like you have security there and you're locked in the store,
yeah,
so you can't just run off with this new tech.
yeah, it's I don't agree, especially because Sony were doing a roadshow where you could play for free, and
Yeah.
I'm positive. Well, actually, I'm positive that I think my game store, not the one where they had the PlayStation people there, but the other
Yeah.
one, they were allowing people to try PlayStation VR for free for the first week. As I remember them tweeting out saying, "Come down and try PlayStation VR. We've got one in stock if you want to try Eve." I think it was.
Yeah.
So it's like now, a week later, oh, it's £5 for 10 minutes, and it's like, hang on a minute, it was free a week ago. Or
I mean, I have seen this practice before with like software where it's like, here it is at £30. Oh boy, now it's 40 1 week later.
it's just weird though, and I can see them getting a lot of stick from it as well, because a lot of people love to hate game. I don't dislike them. Just putting that one out there. But
They
a lot of people
on the slide.
Well, they are.
I mean,
Well,
I love the staff. but
yeah. No, I like
sometimes I do
going in
good
there. A lot of the
things.
stuff are good, and if they ever do go into administration again, I'll be sad to see them go from a staff perspective. But if they're doing
If
stuff
they go
like
into
this,
administration again, I'll be sad to see them go from a staff perspective. But I remember spending a shite ton when Game and Game Station had their massive "we might be dying" sale.
I remember you saying that. Yeah, I never managed to make it in because I just couldn't be bothered, to be honest. But
I spent like £100 and got like
yeah.
20 games, and was like, "This is the most I've spent
Yeah.
in this shop in forever."
But it's things like this that annoy a lot of people, and it will put people off going to game. But then again, there'll be people who'll pay the money because they want to try it before they buy, and it's the only way they can.
Yeah,
I might put a tweet out saying they can try mine for £3.
I think someone did. I've seen that joke.
Oh,
done
you're
so many
joking.
times. No, loads of people did that joke, mate.
Well,
so,
there goes that one. Disappointed now.
sorry, mate. Sorry.
I'm going now. I'm done. Next news
I mean,
item.
I'll come up to Newcastle and try it if you want. But
Well, if you want to pay, that's fine. So the next news item is Watch Dogs 2 has been delayed just on PC. It's been delayed from 2 weeks. It's now going to come out on the 29th of November, whereas before it was on the 15th of November. And apparently the extra time will be used for additional polish and will help ensure the game runs smoothly across a broad range of PC hardware.
it just reminds me of last week where it was either you or Laura went, "Oh yeah, Watch Dogs 2's coming out soon,"
Yeah.
and I was like, "Wait, really?" It still hasn't cottoned on to me that this game is almost done.
Yeah, I know it's weird. Like, there's not really been much.
Considering the amount of hype the original got, like for better or worse,
Yeah.
this one really seems to have just come under the radar.
It's weird as well, because I've seen a lot of sort of impressions on it when I've seen people play it, and they've said it's really, really good. Like, they've really enjoyed it. So it's
This seems to have embraced the fun a bit more.
So it's a bit like, why aren't you sort of pushing this a lot more?
Especially, this is Ubisoft, right?
Yeah,
They don't have an Assassin's Creed this year, so isn't
This
this their main game?
this is their big game. Yeah, apart
Well,
from
yeah,
apart
where's
from
the-
Steep.
Why am I not walking into town and seeing like Watch Dogs 2 in giant
Yeah,
lands?
because I know they did a thing a few weeks ago with some YouTubers where they sort of like faked hacked their YouTube accounts and posted an encrypted video which was a DedSec sort of
Right.
thing, but nothing really came of it, if you know what I mean. Like, literally they did that, and then fair enough, these YouTube people have probably got millions of subscribers, but nothing really came of it from then. Like, I don't even think many of them actually put up gameplay videos of it.
Right, okay.
Which is, you know, it's weird and everything, so I don't know. But they also revealed the PC specs, and I won't go into them, but it doesn't really look like you need a very powerful PC, to be honest.
Brilliant, I can play it. If only I played games like that on PC.
Yeah, I mean, graphics, for the recommended specs, you know, a GTX 970, which is powerful.
I don't even
but
know if that's what I have or not.
It's a decent graphics card, but for minimum, you don't really need much. So, it'll be fine. But again, it's one of those games that seems to slip under the radar a little bit.
Yeah.
And we'll probably say exactly the same thing when we talk about it in a few weeks' time in the upcoming games.
Yep.
But, yeah. What else? The last news item I've got is that the Infinite Warfare beta, the weekend 2, has just ended. We're recording this on the Sunday. I think it finishes tonight or finishes Monday.
I think of Monday.
Yeah. So that's all of the betaing done. Basically, the beta weekend 1 was PS4 only. Beta weekend 2 was open to any PS4 owners, and you had to still have a pre-order on the Xbox. I think. I don't know if they lifted that or not. Towards the end.
That's the thing. I just saw it when I was like playing it on the PS Store. I just saw it on the store at one point, and I was like, "That's weird."
Yeah.
So I didn't know what the circumstances were. But
yeah, so I thought we may as well give our opinions on it in this part, just while there's a few of us.
I mean, I've only played the first weekend where it was a case of I'm dead.
Yeah, literally, that's pretty much. I think, did you play a little bit with me and Mike when we played it?
I was with you and Mike and Laura, and when we actually got into games, because boy, that was a nightmare in itself.
Yeah, that was a nightmare. Yeah.
And it was literally just you looked, and whoever happened by some miracle to have their crosshair on the other guy first won.
Yeah, pretty much. If you
there was no
hit accurately, you'd win.
Yeah, there was no real gunfight. It was just a case of you're dead or I'm dead.
Yeah, whoever got the first shot was going to get the final blow as well, pretty much. Yeah, and it was a bit disappointing. I didn't really, to be honest, I didn't really enjoy it that much last week. Mainly not because of the fact I was getting killed instantly, so I didn't really have time to do anything. But then also all the problems with the servers and getting games.
Getting killed instantly, so games weren't that satisfactory, and it wasn't like I could play a load in a go to try and get better.
Well, I think we only got into 4 games or something in those 2 hours we tried to play.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
And but then I've played a bit this weekend. I played a bit less on Saturday night.
Right.
I think I played about 8 or 9 games.
That's always a good start.
And that was in the same sort of time period as last week. So there wasn't really many server issues. I got kicked out a couple of times, but nothing as bad as last time. And I got straight into games as well quite a lot. And
I'd be interested to see though if that's because you were as a single or because they've
it's a good point actually. But then I think last week I struggled a little bit when I was by myself.
Okay.
Like sort of stuck in lobbies and everything. But yeah, and it's improved a lot with the time to kill thing. So there's a few times where someone spotted me, they've got the first shot off, but I've managed to sort of like get behind cover and sort of come back out and shoot them and kill them.
Whoa, you mean like actual combat?
Yes, I know, yeah. And I played a lot of Terminal as well, the map from Modern Warfare 2.
Wait, what?
Do you not know that? Basically,
they've added that in?
It's been...
Or was that in the first week?
I don't think we ever played it in the first week.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it.
I was going to say, I don't even remember that. So.
And I had a lot of fun playing that map, because I knew it sort of like the back of my hand from how much I played Modern Warfare 2. So basically I was doing the same tactics as I was in Modern Warfare 2 online, and I was getting loads of kills at the start. I was like, I know what I'm doing here. And basically the time to kill is a lot bigger. It's not massively bigger. There's still a couple instances where if they've got probably a smaller gun which fires a lot quicker, you will die, but it's not one of those where you get spotted and you're dead within a second.
Okay. Well, that's good.
It was a lot improved.
Because I know, like, we were all after the first weekend going, well, guess we're just going to be playing Modern Warfare and this one's going to sit on the side. But no, if they have like made it a bit more fun and a bit more engaging, then
yeah, I could see myself. I could see myself going back in and playing this alongside Modern Warfare. I still probably play Modern Warfare more, just because.
Oh God, yes. I mean, I want prestige, man.
Yeah, I need to do that. But I've really enjoyed the sort of the 8 or 9 games I played this weekend. I think I had one bad game, and even then I was sort of still like 10 for 10 or something like that. So it wasn't like going 5 for 30 where I was basically getting spotted and then killed straight away.
I need to hone my Johnny Rambo skills, because that's how I play COD, because I'm one of those people.
Yeah, it was that map. Do you know the one where the zero gravity part?
Oh my God, that was fun.
Yeah, so that one was the one where I was struggling a lot with the time to kill sort of thing. But this time it felt a lot better. Like there was some really good people I was playing against.
It's just hilarious because you shoot someone and then you're like, yeah, wait, they're floating.
Yeah,
and you could actually use that to distract people.
Yeah, well, I got distracted a few times by that, and I still do.
That's for you. You gotta go. Oh god, there's a guy. Wait.
Yeah, but no, it was a lot better time to kill on that. So yeah, I'm quite
awesome.
I'm quite impressed,
like
and
good.
I'm looking forward to it. It comes out on the 4th of November, I believe. And
it comes out whenever I walk home and it's there on my doorstep.
Yeah, you'll probably see me streaming it on the 4th of November, and the 5th, and the 6th, then probably the 7th, 8th, and so on. You get the idea. I love me some Call of Duty.
I wish I had that much time off work.
I'm at work.
Oh.
I'd just be going to bed really late. Who needs to go to the gym during that week?
I mean, if you want to skip leg day, you can do.
I'll skip leg day by I'll be doing hand day instead. So there we go. So that's our news roundup. There wasn't really much there. There was a few big stories. Obviously, one we'll go into more detail with later on. But I think it's been a slow week because a lot of people probably didn't want to release any news with the two.
Yeah, when you've got the week starting with Rockstar going, we're gonna do stuff, and then Nintendo are like, we're gonna do stuff. It's like, yeah, I'll just let you guys
next week. So maybe next week there might be some bigger stuff. Who knows?
I mean, to be fair, we are also in autumn, where it's like, you want news, why not look in your game shop?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's always sort of slow this time for news. There might be a few. Mainly the announcements now are delays.
Yeah.
Normally, and they might show off some like gameplay demos of some games coming out soon. But that's pretty much about it. Speaking of games coming out soon, there's actually quite a few this week. I've got a list of games coming out this week of note. So Titanfall 2 comes out.
What? That's out.
Titanfall 2 is out. It'll be out on Friday. So 1 week after Battlefield, exactly.
Christ almighty.
Yeah.
So many big games that are just like, and they're out, and I'm like, what?
And this one still gets me, that the fact they've released it a week after Battlefield 1 and a week before Call of Duty. I think, is that right? A week before Call of Duty? Yeah, a week before Call of Duty. So it's sort of like they've sent it out to die, pretty much.
Yeah, but there was no real safe spot.
Yeah, but they could have not pushed it back or forward, but maybe released.
If you push it back, you're going up against Gears.
But you could have released one of them maybe in September, maybe, and then one in October. Then you've got that little bit of a gap, because now people are playing Battlefield and looking forward to COD aren't really going to give Titanfall 2 a go, which is a shame because I've enjoyed what I've played of that as well, as I think we spoke about last week.
Yeah, when you were doing your I love FPSs.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't really normally like FPSs that much.
And also, you couldn't have done it in September because then it would have to go on with Destiny.
No, I forgot about that.
As I said, you're damned no matter where.
But it's just like they've picked probably the worst week. You don't mind maybe releasing a week before Destiny, but releasing a week after Battlefield and a week before Call of Duty, the two biggest FPSs of the year.
Yeah,
they've sent it out to die, which it's a shame for them because I don't think they'll see the sales. But then for me, it'll be like, oh yeah, it'll be cheaper.
Yeah, soon. I mean, it is a shame because I always wanted to play Titanfall 1 and couldn't because it wasn't on my platform. So like the brief times I played it around a friend's house was like, yeah, this is fun. And now Titanfall 2 is coming out and it's like, yeah, but I've got other things.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people.
You're going up against Modern Warfare 1. Good try.
Well, yeah, I'll keep forgetting about that. As well as Infinite Warfare, you've got Modern Warfare as well. So you're going against 2 COD games and a Battlefield.
Yep.
And this Battlefield is getting some very good reviews from what I've seen as well.
Pretty much.
So yeah, good luck to them.
I hope it does well.
Oh, I really
or at least, at the very least, I hope it even in the January sales gets a big spike when people are like, oh, yeah, this thing.
Yeah, well, on my list, it's waiting until it drops in price. So, and to be honest, I was nearly day one at one point when I realized, but then I realized all the games that are coming out around it.
Then you had to prioritize.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's near the bottom of the list now, as well as this other game, Skyrim Remastered.
Oh Christ, that.
Yeah, that's out this week as well.
Oh my lord! As I say, these things just sneaking up on me. Yeah. I mean, I've never played an Elder Scrolls game outside of brief snippets, but
Skyrim's the one that I want to play, and I nominated it into the top 50.
You did.
Having played not much of it.
I mean,
so I
if I was going to buy a version of Skyrim, it would probably be this one, but...
And it isn't actually a full price release either. So
it's only 30?
I think so, yeah. So for the amount of hours you put into it...
Maybe I'll ask for it for Christmas then. Or maybe I'll just walk into a game shop when I'm buying something else and be like, oh, yeah, why not?
I'll get this as well.
I'll get this as well. I can throw this in my pile of games I'll play.
Yeah. But then I'll be like, Skyrim. Massive list of games to play.
I love 100-hour games. It's all I buy.
But then for the price, it's worth it. 30 quid. But then again, I think that might drop in price as well because of the time it's releasing and everything.
I think it'll hold until after Christmas, and then I can.
Yeah, I mean, Bethesda games seem to hold their value for at least a few months and then drop.
Yeah.
So who knows? Because I know Fallout, that went quite cheap early on, and that was probably the first time a Bethesda game has gone cheap like that early.
To be fair, that was because it got rave reviews, and then people played it, and then after a week went, wait a minute.
I was one of those people, but I got mine at Christmas. Played it to start with, thought this is really good, then got a little bit further into it, and was like, nah mate, nah. It's not as good as what people say it is. Next game is Farming Simulator 17. Now, I know this is what you're going to be going to buy originally, isn't it?
I mean, you had to hold me back. My flatmate had to physically restrain me.
I've never played this Farming Simulator game. I don't understand it.
Okay, so take a field.
I get
Go
how
up
it
and
works.
down,
I get how it works, but
a lot.
But I just don't get.
I think the way I always imagine it in this kind of genre is, I'm gonna probably get it wrong. ASMR that people have, where people enjoy watching videos of people folding paper or something like that. I imagine this is for that kind of itch, where if you just need something repetitive and simple. More that you can zone out to more than anything. That's what I always imagined Farming Simulator
play
players
Assassin's Creed 1 if you want something repetitive.
No, because you have to actually concentrate on that. There's combat and loud noises, whereas in this you can just go.
You can go on a tractor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still don't get the draw of it, but the how many have they released?
At least I think it's
13,
at least 5.
13, 15, and 17 have been PC and console releases, and 14 and 16 were on mobile.
Mm.
And also 2008-9. There's been a lot. We'll put it that way.
It is one of those great annual franchises.
Yeah,
up there with FIFA and Madden.
The reviews are never great, but it must get some decent sales.
Yeah.
To do this,
if nothing else, people will buy it for a joke.
Yeah, that's probably where I guess it. Like Goat Simulator.
Yeah, but Goat Simulator is deliberately crazy.
Yeah, but. Yeah, anyway, we'll move on from that before I insult any farmers around.
Hey, I lived on a farm growing up for 10 years.
Well, that's why you'd like this game.
Probably.
Could you tell which tractor it is from the noise it makes?
No. Jesus, no.
Well, you're not a proper farmer. Anyway.
No, I wasn't.
World of Final Fantasy is also out this week.
Oh man, this, I don't know, I was kind of excited for this, and then I played the demo, and you'll see this in an article coming up on the site in a bit, but I'm not as excited now. It was kind of tedious, the demo, and some of the flaws apparently you can fix, but I don't know, I just didn't think it was that fun. It's Final Fantasy does Pokemon, but kind of slow and boring.
I literally know nothing. I'm not a Final Fantasy fan.
Okay, you remember the chibi Final Fantasy at E3 a year or two ago?
Maybe.
It's that one. This is this one. Basically, the twist with this one is you can stack people, so you can have a chocobo on your head while you're riding a giant lizard.
Actually, do you know the first picture I've seen is a guy riding on some mech.
Is it not Cloud being chibi?
I don't know. He's riding on something, and he's got the magician guy, the wizard guy.
Vivi.
Yeah, he's in Kingdom Hearts. That's why I know who he is. And then someone else, and then a chocobo on top.
Characters. Yeah, I mean, I might pick it up in the future, but I've gone off from buying it at launch. It just wasn't. I didn't find the demo that great, so.
Yeah, I literally don't really. It looks like. Is it basically like Final Fantasy's gone back to what Final Fantasy used to be?
No, it's Final Fantasy. It's intended, from what I've read, as my first Final Fantasy, and it also is kind of like Final Fantasy meets Pokemon because capturing is a mechanic. Yeah.
In that case, I'm more interested in picking that up now.
I wouldn't.
Well, I've not played a Final Fantasy game before, you see.
So slow.
But then I don't like games that that's probably why I've never played a Final
It's a
Fantasy game.
100-hour RPG,
I'm out.
and it's
I'm out.
it's like
Right.
no,
That's all you have
and
to say.
it's got Final Fantasy 15 breathing down its neck in a
Yeah.
month.
Well, yeah, that's not really going to help. It'll go down in price then, probably.
Yep, I'm probably gonna stick it on my Christmas list or something.
I won't be.
Well,
So
you're
next,
not a JRPG guy, apart from you've got Kingdom Hearts 2.8.
I love Kingdom Hearts.
Quick that comes out.
January. I
Oh,
believe.
okay.
The
Yeah.
next game on my list is Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
I keep forgetting this game exists as well.
Yeah, I didn't even
I
realize.
just really want to play the original because, like, people I know who are into Dragon Ball were like, "This is one of the best Dragon Ball games ever made," and I was like,
I
"Really?
think
Shit."
have I played the original one?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm talking to myself kind of here.
You make a Super
No,
Saiyan.
I've not played on this one. No.
Okay.
I think I've played on, but is it Budokai?
Yeah, Budokai Tenkaichi is probably the one you've played.
Is that the one on the? Is that on the Wii or the Wii U or something like that?
Yes.
I've played a little bit of that one, and that's it. I used to love Dragon Ball Z back in the day as well.
I never got massively into it. Like, I'm only into it nowadays because of the abridged series. But
I used to love it. When Goku died, and then it focused on the Gohan.
he dies a lot.
Well, yeah, but this is the one where he kind of like died.
Properly dies.
Basically, like Gohan like grew up without him, sort of thing.
Right. Okay.
I remember, that was good. I might go and watch Dragon Ball Z.
Go
But
watch
I
Dragon Ball
don't know much.
Super.
I don't know much about this game, but
I mean, like as I said, Xenoverse was supposedly great fun, and I've always meant to pick it up, but whenever I've looked at it and have been in the mood to buy it, it's been too expensive.
yeah,
You can get you can get 1 and 2 in a bundle on PSN for like 70 quid, I think. So I'm like, maybe.
maybe that's not too bad.
It's something. It's something I won't buy at launch, but it's probably like in my mind I have a mental note saying, get back to this. This is probably good fun.
Yeah, wait until it's £30 or less, like my notes are.
Yeah. And then I can add it to the pile and never play it.
That's pretty much what my pile is. The £30 or less pile.
I
Games will
not
never
even
finish.
play Powerless, and like this bloody Rise of the Tomb Raider still sitting in my drawer, not played.
You bought it,
I bought it, yeah. I bought it at the weekend when it came out.
and you haven't
And
played
was
it.
like, I'll get back to this, and then I've been too busy watching terrible anime. So
Well, I'm used to that one. So the final game on my list is a game called Root Letter.
oh,
Yeah.
wait, really? This week?
It came out in Japan in June. It's coming out in North America on November the 1st, and it's coming out here on Friday.
So yeah, this is an interesting one because I think this is a pretty well received visual novel. If you stall for me for like 30 seconds,
Yeah,
while
I'll stall for you for 30 seconds. I'll read what the game is.
You do
so
that.
Root Letter is a visual novel adventure video game. It's developed and published by Kadokawa Games, and it's their first
You actually
title
got that right. Well done.
in their Kadokawa Game Mystery brand. It was released for PlayStation Vita and PlayStation 4 in Japan in June, and obviously it's going to be released in October, on the 28th.
Shit, it's not on the chart. I thought it was, but yeah, no, because I've had friends who've been playing this via totally legal methods before, and like apparently it's pretty all right as like visual novels go. Like it's got a solid reputation. What was it called? Root Letter.
Yeah, Root Letter.
I'm trying to bring up what the VNDB score is on it.
I'm trying to find reviews for it.
Or is this not the one I'm thinking of? Oh, this is not the one I'm thinking of.
No, this is awkward.
Then I have no clue how good it is. Whoops.
It looks like, to be honest, it looks like a game you would probably like or that you would know about.
I thought it was. I'm so
But
confused now.
I can't see any reviews for it or anything.
Well, now I feel that. Oh, it was Root Double was what I was thinking of. Well, in that case, I have no clue what this is.
Well, it's a visual novel. I don't really know.
It's a visual novel, but it has it's got the unfortunate curse of it's coming out between Psychopaths and Steins Gate Zero. So good luck with that route.
Gameplay. The gameplay is a visual novel adventure game. In the game, the player must figure out what happened to the character of Aya, a girl who mysteriously vanished after receiving a particular letter. The gameplay is split into two distinct parts. The adventure part, where the player interrogates characters who knew Aya in order to find out more information about her, and the simulation parts, where the player relives and plays through prior interactions with Aya.
I mean, it sounds like it has a little more gameplay than your standard.
Yeah, so I was sort of, when I was reading that, I was like, that sounds a bit different.
More detective stuff.
Yeah, Laura will probably buy it.
I met maybe.
Yeah. So that is all of the games coming out this week of note.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for some plug-in. I believe there's an article. Well, there's an article up on 8 things we'd like to know about the NX.
Oh my god, yes. Like, I'm like, I keep track of our site, so obviously I know who wrote it. I have no clue. But,
it is Laura's friend Sam, I believe.
Ah, okay. Cool. Because this article just popped on the site, and I was like, oh, this is cool. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's Laura's friend Sam, I think.
I mean, yeah. I'm happy to wait for the news, but yeah, no, it's like, it brings up a lot of points, and some stuff I hadn't even thought about, like, I can't remember off the top of my head, but there was some stuff in there I was like, oh, I didn't know I wanted to know until I read it.
Until you read it, yeah. It's a good article. I had a good read of it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, so thank you very much for that, Sam.
Yeah, thanks, Sam. Sam I am, Sam. Is anything else gone up? I can't actually think.
There's our top 5 for the week.
Friday 5 is
the 5 best missions in GTA San Andreas.
Yep. I think since we last recorded the podcast, Laura's FIFA 17 review went up. I think that went up a couple of days before. I
haven't checked that out. Is she positive on it?
It's there. She gave it an 8.
Okay. Do you agree with that?
No, not really. No, I don't. That's not because I give it a 9 or a 10.
No, it's because, well, you see, if anyone knows her as by her other ego of pure FIFA rules.
Yeah, well, there's that as well. I didn't want to tell her this, but I thought she was a little bit biased towards it.
Well, that's because she hates PES.
Well, I would have given FIFA PUBG maybe a 6 or a 7.
Ooh.
So,
man.
I'm getting this out.
She's not here.
Yeah, I'm getting this out here while she's not here. But if she listens back to this, Laura, it was a brilliant game. Definite 10. 10 out of 10.
Yep.
Easy. Slazo, do you want to plug your lovely article you've got coming up?
Yeah, I actually have an article. It should be live by the time you're listening to this, actually, talking about my first impressions of some of the JRPG demos that have come out recently. So we've got Dragon Quest Builders, which I went from not caring about to like, yeah, I'm going to pick this up in the next week or two. World of Final Fantasy, which I went from, I'm probably going to pick this up at launch, to Christmas. And then Pokemon Sun and Moon, where I was like, I'm going to pick this up at launch, and now I'm going to pick this up at launch. So, yeah.
So check that out. I'm looking forward to reading your impressions on the Pokemon demo, because I still haven't decided whether I want to play it or not.
There's not as much to do in it as there was in, say, like the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire demo, but it's still really good fun, and I love the music. Like, that was the thing that left me with an impression, like, this music is really cool.
Yeah, I might give it a download.
The battle engine also, like, it's the big notable improvement, it's the battle engine.
Yeah.
Like, the UI for it is now way improved. Like, the thing one of the big improvements that I noticed, I'll just keep this very brief, was essentially, like, you know how in battles you can get like stat ups, like you can you've raised your attack, you've raised your defense, you can raise it up to 6 points and stuff. And then now there's a little thing on the bottom screen where you can view the stat ups and stat downs you've got with Pokemon. So
that's interesting.
Yeah, it's a really good way of keeping track of things. Yeah, and it tells you once you've beaten a Pokemon once, it tells you whether a move will be super effective and everything. So basically, when you know its types, it goes use these moves. So
it makes it a little bit simpler.
It makes it simpler in the right ways. Yeah. Like, not in the, we're going to throw experience at you, but you've beaten this thing. So, yeah, you probably know this. It's easier to show it you here than have you look it up. So.
Yeah. No, that's quite good, That's impressive. But then I'm kind of like, do I play it? Because I don't want to have anything spoiled, but then I do want the Greninja.
It's a separate experience.
Is it completely separate?
Yeah. It's like the other demo, like, I mean, Greninja's like level 30 or 40 or something.
Yeah.
So, like, you'll see some environments, and I think your rival is in there. But otherwise, it's just like, oh no, here's a little snippet.
Oh, in that case, I might have to go and download that after this. Maybe.
It's worth it. I mean, it'll only take you like an hour. So
yeah. Oh well. In that case, I'll do that. Have you got anything else to plug?
I think my Fave 5's coming up in the rotor this week.
It is your.
Yeah, it'll be mine. Oh boy. If you've ever wanted to know 5 games that I really wanted to play but never have, and it's incredibly awkward to get, so not like games I could just buy easily, then stay tuned to that.
That is that one, yeah. Yes. And then it goes back to Laura, then back to you. And
you sure it's back to me? I thought it was back to you then.
No, I'm at the end.
Okay. Alright, okay, cool.
And then I've got to finish my other one off, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I can read it right now if I want, but I won't. I'll wait. Actually, I know them all here.
I was going to say, like, tags. If you see the tags, they're all there.
You've given it away. But yeah, so that's that coming out. There'll be some YouTube content going up. I've got 2 F1 races to make public or upload. One of the two, I'm not sure which one.
Please tell me these go better than your previous ones.
Hey, the Canada one was alright.
Oh, okay.
These two, do these two go any better? I finished the race.
I mean, the car's in one piece.
Well, it's in one piece after I've done the rewind. Don't ask. Don't. One of them actually is. It's quite an epic crash in it. So I crash because I lose control of the car a little bit, and Hamilton just basically T-bones us. And then I rewind back, and exactly the same thing happens again. I lose control in the same place. But I'm slowing down. I'm a bit slow this time. Lose control in the same place. Hamilton T-bones us again. So this time I rewind back a little bit further, slow down even more, and no one crashes into us.
Why are you going slowly? Isn't the point of F1 cars they perform better at speed?
Well, yeah, but because I managed to lose control at going high speed round this corner twice, I thought I'm just going to slow down. If I lose a position, I'll get it back later on. I did get the position back later on, just for the record.
Okay.
But yeah, they'll be going up sometime this week. I don't want to guarantee times, but they'll be up this week.
Stay tuned.
Yeah,
to
stay tuned.
YouTube.
Stay tuned to YouTube. YouTube.com/.
You
You know what? I'm going to read it out.
Oh my god, don't do it.
I'm going to do it because it annoys me.
Get your pen and paper ready, kids.
Yeah, get your pen and paper ready. I'm going to have to find it now.
Alternatively, if you're on a computer, start Notepad.
Yeah, start Notepad. Or if you're in the car, get someone else to write it down.
Ask your parents' permission.
YouTube.com/channel/UCG14WZTTYDHMOQYNNN9ESSOCG. There you go.
Easy.
Easy. And if you can't remember that, then just look on
And if
our
that
website.
errors, then you should have known which ones were capital and which ones weren't.
Oh, no, I'm not even going to bother. No, I'm not bothering. It's on our website. It's down the side. Any latest Retro Master on YouTube is there. Click that and it'll take you to our channel, which I've just done, and it has. There you go.
Brilliant.
Sorted. I should have just said that earlier. So now, because Laura's not here, we aren't going to do a top 50, so we're going to finish off with our topic of the week. And basically, as we sort of alluded to earlier, our topic of the week is all about the Nintendo Switch. So Nintendo showed off three minute video?
3 minute trailer. Yeah.
Trailer sort of highlighting what you can do with it, some of the games that are there, and then later on the sort of did Nintendo release the list of all the developers, publishers working with them?
Yeah, they did like that big screenshot of here's a selection. It was like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so there's all that. So I just thought I may as well just talk about what we think about it. Is it what we want? Is it what we expected? And where do we see it going? Sort of thing.
It is better than what I expected.
Yeah.
Like, fuck me, after the Wii U and 3DS's pretty abysmal reveals, this was sleek and stylish and got it across really easily. Like, fuck me, this looks amazing.
Yeah,
I need this tech.
Yeah, basically, because obviously I think I've been day one on Wii U and 3DS, and I've kind of been a little bit disappointed. But after watching this reveal, I'm day one. I'm actually day one.
Yeah.
It's just the way they did show it off with the video, showing off the different like sort of situations you can be in as well. Instead of people guessing, oh well, what can I do on the plane with it? What can I do like to carry it around, sort of thing. Basically, they showed off pretty much everything you can think of, like playing on a plane, but then having it propped up as a display, or playing like basically like a handheld and everything like that. And I thought it
is exactly what the Wii U wanted to be, but never could.
Yeah. But then my only issue is the processor all in that little thing?
No clue.
Because that's my only thing. Like, but I think I did read that there's no additional processing power when you plug it into the dock. So if it all is, it's going to use up some battery. And
I'd like to imagine they have battery life. They are well aware.
Yeah, you would assume so. It is Nintendo. Nintendo managed to put a 3D screen in to a handheld, which worked. So I back them to do that. But yeah, it was impressive. It was really impressive, to be honest. I wasn't really expecting that much. I thought, oh, here we go, Nintendo home console going to be miles behind.
I wasn't sure what to expect of the debut, but as I said, I was very much happy with what we saw.
Yeah. I did you notice the esports thing as well? That looked pretty cool.
You see, I thought that was just like a little jokey thing, Nintendo going, "Yeah, we can totally do that." Like, I didn't think that was.
Yeah, but I
that
think,
just seemed to be a cool idea.
Yeah, but I think if Nintendo wanted to, they could push that, because that would probably.
Well, they
work
did
perfectly.
technically. I mean, they had the World Championships a year or two back.
Yeah, but that could work sort of perfectly with like their esports. Sort of if they wanted to do a Smash esports, you can actually bring your own console with you.
Yes.
Bless you,
Ignore
Slazo.
that.
Bless
Thank
you.
Been holding that in for ages. Yeah,
well,
no.
let it out. Let it out.
I'm not going to fall for your Disney baiting.
Let's let it go.
Yeah, no, I think if Nintendo do try and push esports, it would certainly be interesting, because, like, would it be like Amiibo, where you bring your Amiibo along, like you bring your Switch along?
Yeah.
Do it
And
that way?
they just have the
Can
dock
you dock
signed
your
up.
Switch into another port?
That's I
like
never
that?
thought about that one. Yeah. But no, I'm interested to see what you can do with it, and I think if I'm day one, it'll be out before the time I go away.
March.
And so so I'm going away at the end of March to WrestleMania. So if it comes out before then, you can probably guess what I'm going to be doing on the plane. I'm going to be testing this out.
I mean, to be fair, I imagine you'll just be playing it in the stadium. It's like, it's a match with someone I don't care about. Bring out the Switch.
Yeah. Mario Kart, anyone? Imagine that, some random like across the other side of the ramp play Mario Kart against us while the Undertaker walks past like on crutches or something. Oh, that would be cool. But yeah, I'm really intrigued by what they can do with it. And then game-wise, obviously, we saw
Fucking Skyrim.
Yeah, but then
fucking Skyrim.
But then if
what?
you're seeing that Bethesda haven't actually confirmed that Skyrim's actually going to be there on the console, but then it's sort of like, why show it?
Yeah, that was a bit weird, but it was like when I was watching that, I was going, "That's not a Nintendo game."
Yeah,
What?
it's like, it looks cool. It's not a Nintendo game.
Ooh.
Yeah, I went there. But yeah, so Skyrim, if they're getting support like that, and then I saw From Software as well.
Yeah, like
Which
people
is
were
like-
like going mad over the idea of Dark Souls.
That
on
would be cool though, because
Switch.
a lot of the problem with Dark Souls is that you've got to invest your time into it, so you can't.
Yep.
And if you can just say like, right, we're going out, and you're like, oh well, I've probably got another half an hour to save. Like, take it with you, half an hour, find your
Yeah.
save point, done.
Yeah. I'm
It's-
really cool, and like seeing because obviously we saw Breath of the Wild in there, but also
Yeah.
like I couldn't tell if they were new Mario and Splatoon or whether it was the Wii
I
U
think it was
version.
the Wii U version. I think a lot of
Right.
people have come out and said it's just the Wii U version with some extra characters. So it might be
Right,
getting
okay.
like an upgrade to the Switch. And
Yeah.
the same with Splatoon as well. But then we saw the new Mario, which looks like it's back to sort of Mario 64, Mario Sunshine style.
Is
little
it?
bit. Yeah,
I honestly like the only Mario I saw in that trailer I looked at and went, "Oh, it's 3D World again."
see, I thought it looked more like an older Mario type. So
Hard to say at this point.
yeah, I mean we only saw what 6 or 7 seconds of
and
it.
that's
so-
probably just like demo footage, so
Yeah.
who even knows?
But I think I think based on what Nintendo have done here with like the third party and how they've sort of gone with the console, I think they
Yeah.
will bring out another like old school
Oh.
Mario game.
Definitely.
You've
I mean,
got
the other thing is, like, this does look to be the unification of handheld and console,
Yeah.
which everyone was expecting it to be.
Yeah,
So, if that's true, that means all Nintendo's part owners and developers can work on one console,
yeah.
which means we'll get a hell of a lot more
Yeah,
games.
and it's quite interesting as well because if they say there's sort of like some people developing just for a 3DS and then want to move it onto the Switch, people they don't have to upgrade their graphics because it'll just be classed as like a portable game.
Yeah.
Sort of a bit like when you had the pack for the N64 where you could put like Pokemon on and play actual Pokemon games.
Oh, the transfer pack, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a bit like that. Like for them, like obviously not with a big pack sort of thing, but it'll just be a bit like that where it might not look as good or it might not be as high a res, but it's still a game that they'll probably get to work on there.
Yeah, it's just crazy that like on the same console you'll probably have like the new like top end Zeldas, like Game Freak's new Pokemon games will probably be on there.
Yeah,
Just yeah, like
I'm excited. I'm really excited for it to see what they can sort of do and what the third parties can do as well.
yeah. I think this could be like a real. I don't want to say resurgence for Nintendo because like they've never really died,
Yeah,
and Pokemon Go made them a ton of money.
yeah,
So, but yeah, no, it's good to see like just regular people or even lapsed gamers like now being really excited about Nintendo.
yeah. My only one concern is that because it is a portable as well, it's not going to be as powerful. I think I was reading it uses the chipset that the Nvidia Shield tablet uses and the actual
It's
Nvidia
got
Shield.
It's got Nvidia's like latest thing in it. I'm pretty sure.
Because I've got the Nvidia Shield tablet,
right,
and that runs like most games on it. But obviously, you can tell that they do sort of downgrade a little bit. Like I think it runs Metal Gear Rising on it.
Okay.
I've not played it, but from what I've heard, there's a little bit of slowdown on there.
I'm not gonna lie, Metal Gear Rising on a tablet is pretty impressive.
Yeah. Well, no, not the tablet. The actual box itself.
Oh, okay.
But it uses
right.
the same sort of. It's basically the same setup, I think.
I think again, like this is something Nintendo will have. Like they're not gonna. Don't get me wrong, they don't care about chasing like 4K or anything like that, but they're not gonna release something that's gonna be like outclassed in 2 months.
Yeah. But then,
like the only part of the Wii U that really got outdated real fast was the hard drive, which was outdated when it came out.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Do you want 8 or 32 gig? I want a terabyte.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Well, I haven't got my hard drive hooked up, but I have got a portable one to hook up because I can't.
Yeah.
I've got Super Smash downloaded because I pre-ordered that as a
Yeah,
download.
because it was like the first generation when they were like, yeah, we're going to embrace digital downloads, and I'm like, not with that hard drive, you know.
Yeah,
mate.
and now it's full. I can't download it. I've got that and Wind Waker on there, and that's it.
I mean, I've got the 8 gig, and I had to buy an external USB because the fucking updates for Smash and Mario Kart just ate the data.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. So hopefully, I think they'll fix that. I think they know what they're doing. Although we said that last time.
Like the Switch seems like a Nintendo that's learnt from the mistakes of the 3DS and the Wii U, and is ready to move on.
Yeah, and I am ready to embrace that moving on. My only other thing is that when the Wii U launched, a lot of third parties basically just. I'm not going to say remaster, just re-release some of sort of their older games. So Mass Effect 3 got a re-release, Batman, Arkham.
Don't remind me of that. Like I still remember when because I was in O&M and they were like, "Oh boy, look, here's a Deus Ex remaster," and I was like, "Nobody cares."
Yeah, and then
nobody.
This is the point I'm getting at. That basically these third parties release these games that didn't sell very well, which you would expect anyway because they're a year old, and then they just basically said, "Oh, we're not releasing anymore because of the sales," and it's like, well, release a new game on it. Don't release last year's Call of Duty a week before the new one comes out. Release this year's Call of Duty or release this year's like big game.
It was kind of interesting, like how the inverse effect that had, though, in that like so then like the big showcase games sold better because there was nothing to compete with them.
Yeah,
it was like you've got a Wii U, so you're probably going to buy Bayonetta when it comes out because what else are you going to play?
Yeah, and it's just weird, but yeah, no, I'm really excited to see what they can do, and obviously because there's no E3, they are going to have to sort of drip feed a lot more information.
Well, that's what Nintendo Directs are for.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to sort of the next
Nintendo
Direct
are like the one company who can get away with issuing conferences because they've been doing it for years.
Yeah, so basically, if there's a Nintendo Direct, I think there'll be one probably in December.
There'll be one before the year ends, I think.
And that's probably where they'll show off a little bit more. Then maybe even one in January or the start of February, just to sort of go over the launch plans.
I honestly don't even know if they'll do anything much in the December one, more than just here's a longer look at it.
Maybe they talk about it in a bit more depth, like the actual console itself.
Like I can picture them doing like a direct, which is like here's us playing Breath of the Wild on Switch.
Yeah,
because that's kind of safe territory. And then January, the hype machine really starts.
Yeah, but I'm excited for it.
Day one, as I said.
I think I'm day one. I can't see any reason why I wouldn't be day one.
Assuming Breath of the Wild's day one, which I imagine it will be, then heck yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think should we end this here? Is there anything else you want to
add? No, nothing comes to mind. I think it's cool as shit, and I can't wait to have them.
Yeah, I'm excited. So
don't charge £400.
I was reading a few things where the chipset they use is like when I said it's in the Nvidia Shield tablet, and that retails for less than $200. So
that's a good start.
So basically,
I don't envision it being like £200 or less, but you know,
I could see 250.
250 is where I was thinking.
Yeah, but we'll see. Anyway, obviously, once we find out, we will talk a lot more about this in depth.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, but this has been episode 54. It has been a pleasure. Slazo, have you had fun?
I have had amazing time, and yeah, it's been really nice. Like we've gotten along really well. There's been like no fighting, no.
Who needs Laura?
I know, right?
And if you enjoyed this podcast with just me and Slazo, as opposed to the three of us, let us know, and we'll see what we can do. We'll maybe like oust her and stuff.
Yeah, and,
You know.
and don't forget to follow Squiggy at Geordie Squires.
Thank
Follow
you.
me at Slazo King, and I don't think there's anyone else I need to plug.
Follow us at Retro Remastered.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, silly me.
And facebook.com/Retro Remastered. Give us a like. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Geordie Squires. You can find Retro Remastered, twitch.tv/Retro Remastered. Laura knows the Tumblr, but I'm not even going to go into that.
Don't let her back in.
So yeah, episode 54. It's been a good one. Have a good week, and we'll see you for episode 55.
Woo!
Woo woo.